At first glance, dreams might be just fictional scenarios our minds make up when we're sleeping. But what if there's more to them than just stories we tell others or write about after? Although there's no scientific evidence to prove that dreams hold special meaning, for many years they have been studied to promote better self-awareness and to help us understand what's bothering us in our everyday lives. According to Suzanne Bergman, a social worker and dream specialist, dreams are a universal language, creating often elaborate images out of emotional concepts. Have you been recognizing certain themes you frequently dream about? Here are 7 common dream meanings. 1. Being lost or trapped. This is a common dream many people have. Being lost or trapped usually means you're unsure about what step to take next from a particular circumstance in real life. People who dream about getting lost in the woods, a large building, or any maze-like structure in general often feel overwhelmed and can't seem to find a way out. This reflects the mental, physical, financial, or emotional burdens they're experiencing in real life. 2. Missed opportunities. Do you ever dream about missing public transportation, such as a bus, train, plane, or taxi? Often, people who dream about such scenarios tend to miss them only by a fraction of a second. This can also pertain to scenarios where you dream about being late for a job interview, performance, or special event. In real life, these dreams may reflect the regrets you have for not going after what you wanted, whether that means missing out on seeing your favorite band perform live or not applying for your dream job on time. 3. Car troubles. People who dream about these scenarios usually find themselves in or near a car vehicle. They can either be the driver or the passenger when they experience a brake failure, flat tire, or getting hit by another car. In real life, this typically means that you feel like you don't have control over a certain situation, or you might be headed for trouble in the future. 4. Failing a test. Contrary to what it sounds like, people who dream of this scenario are usually no longer in school. Common dream scenarios involve having trouble finding the test room, being unprepared from lack of studying, or missing equipment to complete it. They indicate that you are feeling tested in real life, which makes you anxious about what your future holds. 5. Being chased. This is a common dream people with anxiety often have. They usually dream about being chased by an animal, person, or something you cannot readily identify. In real life, it means that they are trying to run away from a certain situation, or it could be an emotion they are not ready to confront yet, whether it's grief or a breakup. 6. Tooth decay. Have you ever dreamed about reaching into your mouth only to feel your teeth fall out, or that there is a missing gap? This indicates that you may feel insecure in real life, unattractive, or not good enough, whether it pertains to school, your work life, or romantic relationship. You may also have a fear of being embarrassed or judged by others. 7. Falling or sinking. People who dream of this scenario often find themselves falling from a high building or sinking into an ocean. They usually feel helpless and overwhelmed. It's a common misconception to believe that having those dreams mean a foreshadow to your own death. But in reality, they indicate your fear of falling or that you're not content with where you are in life. You may need to carve a new path or make some new choices to help you find meaning again.
Have any of you guys been having some trippy dreams lately? Instead of disregarding their importance, let's start embracing the weirdness together. Superstitions get a bad rep for being a bunch of hocus pocus, but can we truly deny that dreams are not a part of us? Here are 10 common dream symbols you need to recognize. 1. Hands. In everyday life, we use our hands to accomplish a lot, so when you see them in your dreams, pay attention to what they do. You might be giving someone a helping hand or trying to get rid of guilt when you're always washing them. If a pair of hands are grabbing you, someone may be trying to grab your attention, or you may feel like you're being controlled. If you're shaking hands with someone, it symbolizes an agreement. 2. Hair. Our father figure Freud has always associated hair with sexuality. Having a lot of hair represents strength, while losing it might mean you're feeling weak or vulnerable. Getting tangles in your hair symbolizes confusion, and combing through it means you're exploring new ideas. 3. Clothes. Clothes represent how we want the world to perceive us. Trying on new clothes means you're going through some life changes. Wearing clothes that don't fit you may suggest that you're putting on an act for others, while wearing clothes with stains or tears means that you feel damaged. 4. Mountains. Depending on where you are on the mountain, you can either feel like you're on top of the world or tumbling down into despair. If you're on the top, it means you're succeeding in real life, whereas going downhill suggests you feel stuck in a dead-end job. 5. Water. Water is resilient and is associated with our emotions. If you dream of swimming, it means you're going with the flow of life. If you're showering, it suggests you're washing away negative emotions. And if you're underwater, it might signify you feeling overwhelmed by a certain situation. 6. Teachers. Teachers make great advice givers and can guide us through the tough times. If you dream about being a teacher, it means you feel as though you have to explain a truth to others. To dream of being taught by a teacher shows you need some support. 7. Roads. If you dream about being at a crossroad, it means you're about to make an important life decision. If you're driving on a road, pay attention to the condition of it. Is it bumpy, filled with potholes, or smooth as sailing? The road represents how much control you feel you have over your life. 8. Spiders. When you see spiders in your dreams, it suggests many things. On one hand, it may represent an overbearing mother, but on the other, it might represent creativity for the webs that they weave. To see a spider climbing up a wall, it might mean that things are finally looking up. 9. Snakes. Although these creatures might seem scary, in some cultures, seeing snakes in your dreams represent healing and transformation. It may also suggest that you are allowing your creativity to live up to its full potential. 10. Roller coasters. To see roller coasters in your dreams means that you're going through many ups and downs in life. It might be telling you to try and strive for balance and learn to accept a situation when you feel like it's out of your control.